Hey, greetings everyone, my name is FadhilKwan and welcome to a blank screen. So yeah, there's nothing happening at the moment. You can't see anything and because there's nothing at the moment, but I just have to show you this, okay? Just a moment, I'm gonna open game. Alright, one moment. Just a little more. Alright, you heard the guy? Welcome to Cesto. The sun has disappeared. This is a game where you bet your lives away in order to see the sun once more. So, a little bit of a transparency. I didn't buy this game blindly. I've watched some playthroughs of this game. Not all of them, probably like about first few hours of it. I don't know. About can't really tell because I again not sure how much of this game actually has, how much content this game has, but I'm guessing about 10% of the entire content. And then I got interested and decided to buy it. It was also very lucky because the version 1 of this game has just been released, and that means it comes with some introductory discount. So you know, who doesn't like discount? So here we are with the game. It's time to play it. Let's say it's like mostly blind game. A bit of a thing to do first. For some reason, I cannot lock the screen setting to windowed mode. I've clicked this off, and for some reason it just stuck at full screen. Every time I reopen it, it's really weird. So I'm just gonna do this real quick, and that shouldn't change a lot in the recording screen, but it is changing here. Hopefully it's not too bad now that it's not full screen. So without further ado, it is game time. Let's get in. Select an adventurer before venturing into the dungeon. Each one has unique characteristics. Okay, interesting. Right here, here's hang on. Let me close some windows real quick to save some memories. I'm experiencing some lags, a little bit faint, but it's there. Okay, here we are. There are 5 characters, but we can only play as the peasant at the moment. Peasant, terrified, he was guided here to save his kind. His whole village is counting on him. Talent undiscovered, the peasant has no power. We also have this constellation bit here with this. This is the one that is available. The peasant is approaching dungeon, and that is all. Explore the dungeon to unlock this star. Alright, if you say so. Click the peasant, and we shall begin. Alright, I'm not really sure how to do this one because usually I'm playing puzzle games, recording with some. I know exactly how much stuff should I record and where to stop. This one I'm not really sure because this is a roguelike and every game is divided by runs. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna record this one run per video. Unless I died or the run ends, not I died, the run ends at 18 minutes before 18-minute mark. Because I feel like that's a bit too short. Wait, no, okay, you know what? Maybe not 18. 18 is a bit too long. If the run ended before 14 minutes passed, then we go again. If not, the video ends there. Okay, I'm gonna start with that. Hopefully, that saves me too much hassle on editing and have a more streamlined uploads. Well, streamlined is not really the word, but just consistent. One run per video, except when the run ended a bit too soon. Right. With that waffle out of the way, let's get a tutorial. Pick a line from the grid to randomly fall on one of the 4 spots. Right, cool. So we have 4 rows here, and we have to choose one row to land in. And for each row, we could land in one of these rooms. Each room has 25% chance to land on, 1/4. It's very fair, maybe. So let's see how we're gonna go from here. We have 6 health, 1 physical attack, and 1 magic attack. Not terrible, but that means if we go to the top row, we're gonna be at risk of getting hit for 2 health because if the enemy's attack is higher, based on the color, enemy's attack is higher than us, the remaining attack will be inflicted to us and we'll lose health. This strawberry icon is our health. So for starter, I think the bottom one is a lot safer, with 25% chance of getting injured. Alright, cool, we got 4 coins. That's nice. At any time you can switch to a different line or keep playing on the current one. This shouldn't impact too much, at least for now. Well, apart from the room landing rates, because we now have less rooms in this row. That means one chance of hitting this monster. The slimes are okay. I'm gonna go with bottom row again. Right, we're cool, we're chilling. 50-50. This is a bit more intense. It's a bit worse. It's a bit worse than 1 out of 3. This is also 50-50 because 25-25 50, 25-25 50. One is 50 is 50 for safe and another 50 for a hit. So I think I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna click on the top row, 50% chance of save. Alright, we're safe. Cool. Oh, look at this. We're gonna get to that in a minute. Or probably in 2 turns. So this is a lot worse now because 2/3 of chance of getting hit for 2 HP. You're gonna take the bottom one. Alright, okay. Cool. This one is 50-50. But there is a strawberry. This recovers 1 HP. Meaning that if we get hit by the 3 attack enemy, this, I don't know what you call this, a wolf maybe. But if we get hit, we can push for a strawberry, or we probably shouldn't. But there's a 50% chance that we'll be fine. If we're not okay, we can just leave. I don't think I'm gonna push for +1 strawberry and risking -2 health. Alright, we're safe. Cool. Now the door opens. So the counter on the door that's the action numbers. Meaning that you have to do specific number of actions before the door opens. I say specific actions because the action that you can do in each room is not just entering a room. In the floor. The actions that you can do on the floor is not just entering a room. We'll get to that later on, but you can already see what does that mean on the sidebar here. Anyways, once the door opens, you may proceed to the next floor anytime by clicking on it. We will skedaddle. Using items will make your journey easier, so go ahead, you'll have a chance to buy more later. So, using any item in fact, counts as an action. So that's gonna be very good for later runs. What is this? So this monster switches between magic and strength every turn. It is currently red, meaning that it's physical. Other than that, we are pretty much, most of these are 50-50 except for this one. This one is either we lose 1 health, 2 health, or nothing and get a chest. This one is not that safe. This one is kind of similar to this one in the sense that 50-50, they both are 50-50. This is also 50-50 as well, but the risk of failing, we'll lose 1 HP here, but in this one we could lose 2 if we're unlucky. So I'm gonna go in the top row. 1 chest. Purple orbs signal monsters with a special ability. Use the mirror to get more information when hovering over them. This is the mirror. This shows a lot of information when we hover at things. As you can see over there, it also alarms you when the enemy has special abilities. Alright, we're at 2/3 and 1/3, or 50-50 and get -1. We are more likely to get -1 here, but there's a chance that we get -2 here. I'm not liking any of these chances. Let's take the bottom path. We got hit, -2. When a monster has more strength or magic than you, it deals the difference as damage. We can take the bottom path again, 2/3 of being safe. Cool, I like that. 2 more actions before the door opens. 50-50 or 66. I'll go 50-50, why not? Now it's 100% of getting -1 or 33% chance of not taking any damage. We got this one. -1. Okay, that's fine. So now the door opens and we can leave. We also had -3 HP. Sorry, -3 HP? At 3 HP, lost 3. But, you know, that's fine. Let's just keep going. There's nothing to do for now. Buy a star to awaken the statue. Yeah, we'll get to that at some point. I've seen this one when I was watching some videos. What's that? There's nothing to do here for now. Buy stars to unlock the shop and upgrade it. Okay. Can you do something with that? Also, I've seen this. You can actually do that. Squish some bugs. Some bugs do give you things. Like the golden one that I just squished gave me 2 coins. But other than that, there's nothing to do. You cannot buy anything. Okay, there's a trap here. Trap inflicts 1 damage and it will not go away. So once you get hit, you could get hit here again. Probably. I already forgot how traps work here. But this is not a good floor to be. This is bad. How are we at 21 now? Okay, we're safe. -1, 33, or -2. None of these are good. You know what? 50-50 -2. Awesome. Right, nice. Ooh, this is terrible. I'm gonna drink the potion and use an action point. -2 here or okay. This is not good. I'm gonna take this one. -2, that's alright. 50-50. Yeah, I'll take this one. Because it's either -1 or almost guaranteed death. But without the way, let's get to an explore, and each coin put in the bucket is brought back to the surface and allows you to buy permanent upgrades. Sure, let's do that. There's nothing we can do here. We can do things here if the situation allows it, but for now, deposit some coins. How many do we have? Oh, 33. Oh, that's the coin counter. I thought there was floor counter. Right. That's all my coins. I think this is pretty much GG for us. Again, this is the peasant, and he is really not in a good situation right now. He is in danger. We could try for -1, and you know, -1. Hopefully we don't get -1 twice and we can get a strawberry beforehand. But I think this is where the run ends for this peasant. This is not. We can upgrade this peasant again in the future, but for now, he's pretty much at a disadvantage, and that is not a surprise. Okay, 2 actions. This is interesting. I think now that all of the good stuff in this one are gone, I think I'm gonna take the top one, because we need 3 more actions to open this door, unlock the door, and we can just go here, because if we ended up in these 2 rooms, the rest are safe, and we can get the rest of the action points easily. So that's 3. That's for 50-50. And we left with 2 HP. That's good. Alright, next one. We're gonna have this. This is the some sort of attack upgrade. Let's call it the Forge. We can add a physical attack stamp or magic attack stamp. I'm gonna go for a physical. This will add attack based on the color that we chose by 1. Now we are at 2 physical attack, magic attack still 1, and we can't do anything with this. Buy a star to awaken the statue. Typical. Why is that? Oh, increase the power of the adjacent monsters. That's not good. There's a lot of 2 attacks enemies here. This is not great. And this one has 25% chance of killing me because of this book monster. And also because we didn't upgrade our magic attack counter. Yeah, I think this is Giano. Alright, we somehow got lucky and defeated that guy. And now we can just clean this row with no problem. But that leaves us with 1 action left. We don't have any potion to stall the inevitable, and yeah, I think that's it. Because this and these 2 are the same. It's either 50-50 die or 50-50 die or survive, or if we pick this one, we're gonna get +1 HP. Or this one, which is 3/4 chance of dying. I'm gonna go with this one. Yep. Zonked out. But you'll never make it on your own. Let me help you. Climb back to the surface. Because we finally explored the dungeon, we unlocked the first actual hero, the Knight. The Knight ventures into the dungeon with a seemingly noble cause. Talent still undiscovered, the Knight moves randomly in a vertical line. Awesome. Yeah, that's all we can do at the moment. We have some some coins to unlock parts of the constellation. and we can buy the metal statue. Or should we go for the shop? Or we can unlock the knight's talent for now. You know, I'm gonna go for the knight's talent, which is going to be the fountain's light gets its power from the sun. I don't know what that means, but we'll see. Oh yeah, I also forgot to point out this hero, because it's a, let's say it's the proper hero. The knight has that special power thing, the one with the 4 in the center, the flower thing. The knight moves randomly in a vertical line. That increases, I think, follows the actions that you take. There are also items that you get from at the start of the run. We'll get to that at some point, but I'm gonna buy one last upgrade, which I'm gonna go with this. Or actually, you know what, one more, because you can open the shop now. And that is all for this first part of Cesto, because the run ended about nearly 15 minutes, so you know, let's just cut it there, because I'm pretty sure the run's gonna get longer and longer because we have to dive deeper and deeper. So yeah, it's a pretty good game so far. Like I said, I've watched some playthroughs of this before, not a lot, you know, just the first few I don't know, the first few progresses, let's just say like that. But we're gonna get to more of these at some point. So for now, that is all for today's game time on Cesto. Thank you so much for watching. Cheers and love, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.